Picture this, you're smaller than a grain of sand, it's date night, and to impress your crush, you literally set the ocean aglow with your own built-in disco lights. Tonight, we're talking about ostracods, the tiny crustaceans with giant swagger. Welcome back to All Things Marine Life. If microscopic marvels like this make your neurons sparkle, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and let's plunge into a world where shrimp is a personality, not just a size. Today's deep dive is called All Things Ostracods. We'll crack open their armored shells, gush over bioluminescent love letters, peek at fossil diaries older than dinosaurs, and yes, unpack the awkward truth about sperm 6 times longer than the animal that makes it. Buckle up because these seed shrimp are about to sprout some serious surprises. First, what exactly is an ostracod? Imagine a peanut M&M that sprouted antenna. 2 calcified shell halves hinge together like a clam, but inside lives a full-fledged crustacean, cousin to shrimp, crabs, and copepods. Scientists have named about 8,000 living species and more than 65,000 fossilized ones. So if you're into trading cards, good luck completing that set. At the slightest hint of trouble, an ostracod just slams its valves shut. They basically invented ghosting long before your last Tinder match did. You're looking at the world's tiniest armored tank. Up front are antennules for sensing. Behind them, 2 beefy antennae that double as oars. Picture a rowboat with attitude. Then come 5 pairs of limbs for grooming, grabbing, and strutting. Their stomach is literally heart-shaped but split down the middle, which feels strangely relatable if you've ever tried dating in college. Ostracods live pretty much everywhere water happens. Alpine lakes, salt marshes, coral reefs, even trenches 7 kilometers deep, where the pressure could fold the submarine like origami. Some species burrow in sand, others paddle through open water, and a few go full predator. Halocyprus, for example, will ambush zooplankton like a microscopic lion lurking in tall grass, if tall grass were, seawater. Speaking of lions, let's talk size. Most ostracods are 0.5 millimeter long, basically a punctuation mark with feelings. But deep-sea giants in the genus Gigantocyprus stretch to 3 centimeters. In ostracod terms, that's Godzilla. These gentle balloons have mirrored retinas, built-in night vision goggles that gather scarce light in the abyss. Fun fact, their eyes inspired engineers designing ultra-low light cameras. Now, if ostracods had celebrity resumes, bioluminescent influencer would be on the top of the list. Caribbean firefleck ostracods, genus Vargula, pull off the most extra mating display in the microverse. Males streak through the night, releasing a trail of blue chemical flashes. Luciferin meets luciferase, cue the rave. Females hover like talent scouts, judging pattern, brightness, maybe rhythm, nature's version of swipe right. During World War II, US Marines actually scooped dried ostracods into canteens, shake the canteen, and voila, instant covert map light that wouldn't give away positions to the enemy. But ostracod love gets even weirder. Many species are dioecious, meaning they have distinct males and females. Others skip the drama entirely. They're parthenogenetic queens that clone themselves. It's like hitting copy-paste on your DNA and calling it a day. For the species that do choose the romance route, sperm size becomes an arms race. Australia's Australocyprus robusta produces sperm 6 times the length of its body. Consider threading that through your shell without creating knots. Scientists suspect those megasperm help outcompete rival males, but honestly it just feels like overcompensating. Eggs stay tucked inside mom's shell until ready. Babies, called instars, hatch looking like adorable miniature adults. They molt 6 to 8 times, each shell swap a tiny new apartment until they reach full size, anywhere between 1 month and a whole year depending on species and water temperature. Let's widen the family portrait for a minute. Ostracods share ancient roots with copepods and brachiopods. Their fossil record is chef's kiss because, lucky us, those hardy shells preserve beautifully. Paleoclimatologists analyze magnesium to calcium ratios in ostracod fossils to reconstruct Ice Age sea temperatures with a precision your smart thermostat would envy. And the diary keeps getting updates. A 2024 genomic study on Cypridopsis vidua uncovered heat shock protein tweaks that let them colonize storm drains in big cities. Proof that evolution doesn't nap, it just relocates. Why should you, dear viewer, care about these crustaceans? 3 words: science, CSI, and sustainability. Ostracod shells help climate scientists sharpen models. Freshwater ostracod communities narrow down crime scene timelines when investigators pull a body from a pond. Grim, yes, but powerful. And because certain species are crazy sensitive to heavy metals, they serve as a living warning sensor to pollution long before fish start floating. If today's episode has you itching for hands-on science, you can actually keep ostracods at home. Grab a turkey baster, skim pond water, check your local regulations first please, strain through a coffee filter, and you've got a living micro zoo. Feed them microalgae paste or powdered spirulina and bam, built-in cleanup crew for a nano aquarium. Lucky collectors in Okinawa might even score glow-in-the-dark species for a literal nightlight. Just remember, with great glow comes great responsibility. As we sail toward the finish line, let's recap. Ostracods are armored, globe-trotting crustaceans with fossil passports older than the Appalachian Mountains, eyes that rival space telescopes, and sperm that deserves their own highway system. They light up the lagoon to find love, clone themselves when they can't be bothered, and help humans read ancient oceans and solve modern crimes. Not bad for something you'd overlook on a microscope slide. Smash that like button if you learned something tiny yet huge, share the video with a friend who thinks plankton is boring, and check out all of our All Things Marine videos in the end screen for more mind-blowing dives into all things marine life. Major plankton level thanks to our supporters. Thank you for subscribing, and if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe right now. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Caleb, reminding you that big stories often come in very small shells. Stay curious and keep exploring all things marine life.